to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
He is a comic book nerd.
In Brightest Day and Darkest Night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
Breaking
What do you
news.
Oh, more breaking
It's
news?
official. It's official. Before it was just a rumor. They Stu, our pets, moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
And we are coming to you almost live once again
Almost live.
from the Two Strangers, One Podcast
HQ.
in beautiful Rochester, New York.
Gorgeous Rochester, New York.
And we're once again, for those who don't watch this,
Watch us.
They don't watch us. Well,
Please watch
I don't
us.
think we have anybody watching us. And we were
We should
just
do a
video
podcast. Well, I want to do one where we dub over the voices of some bad porno or something.
Oh, that would be.
But of course, we'll
I gotta
edit something.
Yeah.
Or blur out something. Or can you just throw it up there?
Just do like the whole
Yeah, just the
talking
dialogue part, yeah.
and then just I gotta hopefully I don't get in trouble at the in the library for doing that. Well, when I move,
What is he looking at?
Yeah, what are you watching? Now
Why is her head bobbing?
I had mentioned that in the past that I visit the Pirate Bay. No shame in my game with that.
No shame.
The Pirate Bay, which has actually switched servers. They've moved to the Caribbean now, which is funny. The Pirates of the Caribbean, but their servers are in the Caribbean, so it's kind of like I think it's almost like the Cayman Islands almost. So if the servers are there, you're not really following anybody's laws because you're not violating American copyright law.
Right, it's over.
Because the servers are there. Now, of course, the people here that are downloading is a whole other story. But the Pirate Bay can be used for other legitimate torrent reasons, which is exactly why I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're looking at the page, there are these banner ads on the left and right. The Facebook of sex and find women now, and of course, they have a thing that reads where you are, so it's find singles in Rochester.
You always get that.
And my
and it's always a picture, mine's always a picture of a hot guy, and I'm like, yeah, he's single. I'm just scared. That man doesn't exist.
His fuck buddy, And I love because these are pictures. It's women in their underwear because it's not pornographic in there's no actual nudity, but there's
just
women in their
teaser.
underwear or a woman holding a rope and just about to show her nipple. But a lot
She
of
could
these
be living
pictures,
right next door to you.
they're not models. It's not like someone in a studio. I mean, it was someone posing for a fucking cell phone photo, and out there,
Selfies.
I'm wondering if these women, because I know how shady the business can be.
If they know that photo is even being
lingerie
used
photo being used on
could you imagine all of a sudden you saw me you're like, what is she doing on the side?
black negligee
What is she doing?
kneeling on the bed, because these look like home taken pictures, but that's why it's
took a photo.
Find single girls now in Rochester, and,
Or you're like, I know that bed.
Is that Kristen? You kneeling on a bed with a lollipop in your mouth. What the fuck? And so that's,
I know that girl.
I know, hi, I'm the single woman in Rochester. He's like, that's a real custom tailored, wow, these algorithms have really gotten off the chain. But so I figured out a way to do this. And guys, if you want to follow me here, if you're on a site that has the banner ads on the sides and also on the top, if you use, I only know this through Firefox. It's the browser Firefox. Yeah. If you hold Control and Plus, and also this is also people, if you have bad eyes, it makes the text bigger on the screen. And when it makes the text bigger, it pushes them away. Pushes the pictures off to the side.
Distracted.
So I have to make the picture. No, because I don't want people behind me.
Seeing that shit.
This guy's looking at pornography.
And
always
blinking and shit. So it's
they're moving. My favorite one is it says the Facebook of sex. That's my favorite. That's why I keep mentioning it because it's I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. What are we getting at with that?
Yeah. And
Facebook,
and there's there was
a sex touch. What does that mean?
Ashley Madison. Are you familiar at all with Ashley?
With the porn business? Is that
no. Ashley Madison is a dating site.
Oh, okay, no, I'm not.
Aimed for people who are married to find other married people.
I think I've heard of that.
Looking for a casual encounter or looking for a relationship. But this, and you're going into it. You wouldn't join this website unless you were in a relationship and
kind of like a swinger site.
like a swinger site, but it's one. I mean, not you. You're not involving your wife.
Okay,
it's
so it's just you.
It's like,
solely
hey,
looking.
I'm married. You're married.
Let's
keep this shit on the DL because we both have something to lose. So here's a website that
What a
will
nice
introduce us.
website.
Yeah, and they've advertised.
What if like a husband and wife went on it separately
They
and
found
then
each
they're like, what the
Linda?
Yeah.
So
You're in the doghouse, man.
yeah,
I think I've heard of it.
yeah, it's called Ashley Madison. Now I'm not gonna lie, I put a
course it's
profile
on
on
there.
that site a long time ago. And every now and then I'll still get the occasional email. And that's how these fuckers get you. They like, and you know, when they advertise, you know, free to join. Yeah, it's totally free to join. You have to pay $25 for you to unsubscribe from their emails.
Oh.
So like, you know, if your wife, like if you know, you're a guy and you're in a situation like this and you're getting getting emails from Ashley Madison and she knows what the fuck Ashley Madison is, you know, like
Who's this Ashley?
It's like paying $25 to like
not get caught.
tell somebody like don't like
shut your mouth.
like your friend caught you cheating, like, or you know, or her friend caught you cheating, like, oh,
shut your mouth.
Here's money, don't say anything. Yeah, so it's
Now,
so
did you
funny.
put your actual name on it, or did you spice it up a
No,
bit?
I think you can put a fake name, you know, like Lonely in Rochester, you know.
Oh, okay, like a little
you know,
screen name.
You know,
and
tattooed gamer,
sexy.
tattooed geek seeks similar woman, and of course, tattooed
nipple
girls.
girl.
You know what I love? It's
Pancake
the big
nipples.
girls who like you know. I have a couple extra pounds and all sorts of stuff. But they don't want a
Great
big
smile.
no, but they don't want a big guy.
Oh,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
the
Like
skinny-
you know,
Listen, sister.
a few extra pounds, more to love. Looking for a guy with a 6-pack. Really? You're not gonna fucking lower your standards?
No, it's a fat on that.
Yeah.
It just disgusts me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's like a couple extra pounds, a little more to love, and I was like, send a picture. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, I understand there are guys out there who are like real creeps, and you know, or if you respond to, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've responded to ads, and then you send a picture and you get no response.
Right, and I was
It's
like,
like, you fat bitch. Who are you to be picky?
doesn't make us feel
Who
good.
the fuck are you to be picky? You know what I'm saying? And especially like when you see the picture.
You should just respond, like, you fat bitch.
You fat bitch. I think I've called a few fat bitches, and I mean, of course, you fat bitch, and of course, the notorious selfie shot where the camera's held a fucking bird's eye view, where you see huge
Or like
cleavage.
it's propped up like way far away. It's like you gotta squint to see the girl.
It's one of those things where they're looking up, so you don't see the double chin.
Right.
They're stretched up
Down
and then
the
arm. And I hate and there some people. I'm not gonna lie. You go to Facebook and you see the picture, and you're like, "Wow, this girl is cute." And and then you go look at the other pictures, and I've been fooled so many times.
There was
Where,
this girl in college, nice as can be, and she was in our apartment building, like on the first floor, and she was kind of hanging out the window, like talking to one of our guy friends, and he's like, she's cute, but you can only see from like probably her boobs up, and she looks
and when you're a
skinny.
big girl, you got the big titties.
Yeah, and she looks like skin, like her face doesn't look that fat, like a little chub. I'm not kidding, huge. Like he's like, and then I got into the apartment building, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, no lie, like it just doesn't look right. Like from her boobs up, looks like a totally
I
different.
just sold a false bill of goods
Yeah,
over
and he
here.
was like, what the fuck?
I thought I was dating a skinny girl with big tits.
Yeah. This isn't what I signed up for.
I got the big booty, yeah, and you got the gut hanging
you
over
got
your
the
fucking
gut.
belt too.
You also got the big gut.
You
big
balance out what's in the back matches the front. I mean, and like I said, and I know I'm not anyone to say anything, but I would never.
falsely.
Yeah, I never put myself
You're not
out there.
doing that,
I
bird's eye
say
view.
chubby tattooed geek looking
Chris
for.
gives his cleavage for you.
Yeah, I don't. There's no shame in my game because I mean, if you can't
If
even
you're
get
gonna
past
meet
the
in
picture,
person, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna?
Yeah. Hey, holding
Can we
my
still
gut all
do
day.
this?
But so yeah, I hate and like I said, and there are the ones who have said a little more to love, and then you send a picture, and they don't write back. You fat bitch. But I've noticed. I mean, what I've noticed recently is also, and I guess ladies could use this. If you hold your arms up or like you'll see just the top of the arm, like you won't see like the old
Like
lady,
something hanging,
you know, or
the
you won't
bat
see
wing.
the fat that actually goes over the elbow, like when they hold their arm straight and there's. You know,
The roll.
like the roll
There's
over
no
the elbow.
crease.
You know what I'm
There's a
saying?
crease.
And you're freaking, you know, you're
lot of-
25. You shouldn't have
A
a
lot
roll
of,
over
a
your
lot of
elbow.
trickery to this bird's
yeah.
eye view.
No more pictures looking up. I want pictures. I want to see pictures of girls looking down. 'Cause,
Something from the down, like the floor view up.
yeah, let's be real here. I mean, I don't know. I've never misrepresented myself like that, but it just strikes me when you see pictures of people and like on Facebook you see some. Oh, here's a cute girl, and then you start looking at.
Then
the
you see
other
like her
pictures.
party pictures, her
Yeah.
out. It's like, oh my god,
She's huge.
her friends are cute though.
Yeah. Oh, of course. She's
their
the friend.
yeah.
She's the one with the great personality that tells everyone, "Okay, we going home now.
The one with the great
She ain't going
person.
home with you. We going home now."
She's the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Like, she rounds everybody up.
And speaking of, while we're on, okay, I started to mention this on a past episode, and I didn't get a chance to get to my punchline. Well, no, the federal government is pushing the standards, trying to lower blood alcohol content.
Oh yeah, change it from
when it goes
0.08 to.
0.05.
That's what they're trying to change it? Okay.
I mean, it's not much, but when you think about it, I mean, us as a
I mean,
country,
then what is that actually you're drinking? Like how many drinks
it would
is
literally
that?
be one beer.
One beer, right? That's
And
what I
even then,
figured.
and I can't even think about like someone like a thin woman who's 100 pounds.
Right, like, what is
one
that to
beer,
her,
you're
a
really
sip?
fucked. You know, so they want it to be they can't do anything right now because the states actually have
They have the control,
power.
right? Yeah. That's what I thought.
But the government's trying to like nudge
it.
him. But now that we were on the other topic, I wonder, as America gets fatter,
I know.
is it maybe that our
that our blood alcohol.
it's harder to get fat people drunk? That maybe lowering the blood alcohol, like maybe
Well,
they're doing it in response to.
It's because we're fat. They're
America's
trying to
getting-
like keep up with our ratio of fat to alcohol.
Yeah, like
They're trying to. They gotta adjust it.
300-pound man and a 90-pound girl, you know, or I guess a woman or whatever.
A lady.
A lady.
A lady.
You know, it would take more to get his blood alcohol up to, 0.5 as for her would be. I don't know.
They're probably trying to keep up with our
ruined that
obesity.
joke, but I guess as America gets fatter, the government's trying to
gotta
lower
keep
the
up.
standards to keep people from
It's an indirect
really
relationship.
smashed. Rochester's voted on getting food trucks, which are
And what's that?
oh no, the food trucks like where you go there. It almost looks like a ice cream truck or a van, and they kind of have like a kitchen in the back.
Oh, okay.
And Rochester started a pilot program where they're going to allow them to work in downtown Rochester.
I can see that happening.
It's
Because they got that stupid street meat where it's like somebody in their grill, it's not like the truck.
yeah, well, that's
So I
because
could see-
apparently, like in California, in Los Angeles, they're like the shit.
Oh, yeah?
they're
I'm
all
sure.
over the place, and it's
There's
the most
one
ridiculous.
that was on like with Guy Fieri. What is it like? Diners,
Diners and Dives,
Like they
yeah.
went to one, and I don't remember where it was, but she made and it was so fast because she's been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
She made like legit so much food. It looked delicious.
And
I was like, I'll take it.
mobile,
Yeah,
you
it was the
can
kitchen, yeah.
Get outside a concert. You could get outside some sort of
Make some
event.
money on that.
So, but right now, if
see
I
that
understand it
happening.
correctly, it's $700 a month, which is nothing. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, to get the truck and all this other shit, and health licenses.
Oh yeah, I'm
and all,
sure. And
all
that's probably gonna
that's-
take forever just to get the permits alone.
Yeah, and
that doesn't take a minute.
in California they're big, but like the thing in California is that like obviously since there's so much competition, the people have made the most ridiculous
stuff.
food where it's like we'll take a donut and cut in half and put a hot dog in it. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of a
I've
hot
seen-
dog bun, it's like a freaking
A donut bun. There was like I don't know what they call it, but it was like a croissant donut. I forgot what they called it, and it was like I don't know where they made it, but it looked delicious.
And it's like it's
I wonder if that was on the food truck.
ridiculous. But
That'd be cool to
I
just
was
then
kind
go
of-
up and down and
I
see
was
what
kind of seeing if
crazy shit.
I could maybe get a truck, like say, look, I'm not going to give you anything, but if you want to park outside StrangerCon,
Ooh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then, maybe
Just
we might
munch.
have, because the one here, the one that was famous, that food trucker on Rochester was called the Petit Poutine.
Oh.
Okay. I know poutine.
That sounds so
well, poutine,
dirty.
isn't that like, I think when you dip your French fries in gravy?
That's a Canadian thing.
It's
yes.
a Canadian thing. Well, Northern New York. I mean,
now that does sound okay.
And petite.
It's
French
supposed to be
for
like
little.
gravy and fries, like that.
Yeah.
Even though we have that here, it is a Canadian thing, but we don't call it that here.
But I think I'm saying the local truck is the petite poutine. If I'm not
sounds
mistaken.
so dirty.
You know, and of course, trust me, if you're eating your French fries and gravy, you ain't fucking petite. You know, it sounds delicious though.
Oh, it is delicious. I've had it.
I'm. You know,
I've never heard or seen the truck.
Hopefully, at
I'm not really down
StrangerCon, we can get
Petite poutine.
you know, or if anybody else know somebody with a food truck. You know, I mean,
I didn't even know
like I
this
said,
existed here.
I ain't giving you a dime, but you know, Green Ovation has a parking lot.
Yeah,
So
chill
you want
there.
to come and park your truck?
Get some money.
You know, or actually,
How do
I
we
don't know.
contact them?
I
How
don't
do
know
we
if they-
contact Mr.
I'm pretty
Petite?
sure they have a Facebook.
Mr. Petite?
Because you know what they do in LA is all these places, since it's all young people, they'll have a Twitter. And they'll go, okay, tomorrow we're going to be on Hollywood and Vine, and all the people
Everybody
who like
else, whatever they're selling.
a donut bun for a hot dog, you know, they'll come running out to the place. So it's
That'd be
a
fun to
brilliant
go
idea.
and just like go up and down the boardwalks, whatever the hell they are, and just taste all the different, the different crap that they.
you see all the food trucks
And I'm
lined up.
surprised that's so big in like LA and California because they're all like juicing and doing their vegan shit.
Well, I mean, you know, you got people in town, and it's all in the touristy areas.
Yeah.
I mean, in Manhattan, well, actually more of the Bronx. There's one where it's not. The funny thing is, it's not by Yankee Stadium. It's on the Manhattan side of the bridge before you go to Yankee Stadium. But the traffic always gets so backed up that
Just hang out there
you
and
can
just
go there, and you go and it's a Dominican run place. And you smell the you know, the roast pork and the plantains and the, you know and like you sit in the car and like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill somebody because it smells so good, you know. And so it's just
that's it. We're getting a truck.
but that particular food truck, I mean, in New York City, that food truck has been there since I was a kid.
years, yeah.
That thing
They
is
invented
like,
the food truck.
yeah,
It's a genius thing. Just chill there. Everybody's backed up. Get out of the car. Hang out.
yeah, because you know people, you know, it's like the hot dog stands and
It'll make
pretzel
everybody
stands.
less
Better.
on edge. Yeah. But make no road rage. You know, if they get something in their stomach, they're not yelling about the traffic.
But then you got people like dipping their. You can't dip your fries in gravy and hold your steering wheel at the same
It's
time.
just too much.
These are pre-dipped fries. Oh, I'm gonna invent that.
there
It's a
we
cup
go.
with the fries. Okay, now I posted a picture of this on Facebook. In Japan, they have started in McDonald's a 3/4 of a pound of French fries. So imagine the French fry boxes from McDonald's,
Okay.
but it literally is like 3 times the size of a large. And
my God.
they're advertising it when you see the promotional photo, you see 3 hands reaching for fries.
God.
But you know, you know, it's gonna be the girl who's taking the aerial shot self photo on Facebook.
So it's just like this big giant.
It's a big
fry box.
giant
That's
fry
what
box.
they're-
It looks like our large, but literally like maybe 3 of them put together, like you know, like the width of it.
So 3 larges put together. Is that what
It's
you're saying?
it's a 3/4 of a pound French fry, and I don't know if that's before or after the oil.
What are we?
You know, because you know they call the quarter pounder before they actually
Desecrated it.
And for my friend Dan O'Donoghue in Scotland, the Grand Royale
love
with
McDonald's.
cheese. They don't
The
say the
Grand
quarter
Royale
pounder. You know, the Grand Royale or whatever.
cheese.
But yeah, and so it's in Japan, and I'm waiting. Not that I'm particularly
I want
expecting
to
it, but
see if they get fat because they're all skinny running around. I want to see if this hikes up their obesity and then their blood alcohol.
they're gonna love our country.
Their blood alcohol levels are gonna have to go down.
Well, there is. I mean, it is a the sumo culture. You know, what I'm saying
that's true, they
sumo
do. That's
guys
probably
are
why
like
they're targeting
rock
that.
stars. You know, sumo guys are
love
big
big guys.
money
Yeah.
athletes out there.
Big guys in diapers. That's what I'm into.
But it's in Japan. I saw, and I had to repost the picture on my Facebook,
Oh,
and it's a legitimate.
I feel like we
don't
can't
think-
handle that here.
Yeah.
We would have a heart attack.
And it was on a legitimate news site too, and like I said, but the
It doesn't
advertisement
surprise me that
shows 3 hands,
three
reaching
little
for
baby
fries,
hands
and
coming
you
in.
know that ain't the fucking case.
Oh, absolutely. If that was here, that's one person getting that.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. Oh, I'm gonna share this.
Yeah.
It's like the 20 piece. You say you're gonna share those chicken McNuggets.
Hell no.
20 pieces later.
Yeah, they show these, and they always whenever they have the advertising commercial where they have like the pre-built-in barbecue pack, like
Yeah,
a cup
yeah.
there, and you see like they eat one. There's like 8 people there, and they all grab one. Yeah, you're gonna grab one fucking.
I've seen
McNugget
people
outside.
fight over that shit.
You know, now you're doing the math. Like, okay, there's 8 people here. There's 20 nuggets.
What are we gonna do? Okay, you get that many, and then you're counting how many everybody has. It's like you can't even focus on your meat because you're just focusing on what everybody else is
That
doing.
one time where fractions comes
Yeah.
into play when you were growing up.
Like, yeah, okay, I know my math right now.
8 slices
Yeah,
divided
if you
by
put
20.
food in front of anybody and you gotta split it, people are really good at math. People are accountants at that point.
That means everyone gets 2 slices, and there can be 2 left over. That's
then,
the
yeah,
remainder.
And that one's got more pepperoni, so we're gonna have to.
And the lowest common denominator. We're
People
going to cut
get
these
real
other 2
mad.
slices into 6 equal pieces.
People become math teachers at that point.
And once again, on Facebook, and of course, there's stuff. I mean, not Facebook, just on the internet. There's pictures out there. Some of them are just bullshit, but it was a pizza pie, okay, a whole pizza pie, but it wasn't cut yet as in the
Okay.
typical slices. But there was a slice-sized triangle cut out of the middle of the circle of the pizza pie,
Just out of the middle.
and the caption was "Fuck you, I do what I want." And it's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I would go for that.
God bless America with that you can
take
and
that
Scotland. Now,
Fast and Furious number. That's
Fast
right,
and
number 6.
getting
Number 1.
great reviews,
Yeah.
as in great reviews where even the people saying, "Look, we know
number 6.
this is supposed to be stupid. We know,
Probably, yeah, this is just a
it's-
car movie. Like,
yeah, but see, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, of course, I rolled my eyes when I saw the commercial,
Right,
and I was
right.
like, really?
There's
Because
like a tank.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, because 5 just came out.
I don't know. Yeah, did it?
Well, I mean,
Not.
5 was out like maybe a year ago, or you know, they're cranking these movies out. I honestly thought, I was like, man, I was so behind. I'm like, wow, they're still giving a commercial for part 5, and then it turned out it was a commercial for part 6. Now, of course, yes, I roll my eyes and go, but really, what's the harm? These people getting so bent out of shape.
I know, just
it is
whatever.
what it is.
Yeah. It's a car movie.
It's an action movie,
Yeah,
car
with
movie.
cars.
It's the freaking summertime. You know,
Yeah.
be happy Vin Diesel's working. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know,
Let Vin
The Rock
Diesel
and-
work.
and
And
Tyrese.
what's her name? What's the
and Michelle
girl?
Rodriguez.
Michelle
Oh my
Rodriguez.
god! You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Let
And
them work.
And now, mind you, I mean,
Didn't she die like the other
spoiled it.
ones?
Yeah, the commercial spoiled it, but you know,
Suddenly she's back.
she died out. But of course, you know, they pulled that like soap opera bullshit. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
she
know.
was like in hiding. Yeah, like
Like
she's
they
probably in
faked her
hiding or
death, like the
something.
FBI faked her death.
Yeah,
I
they
don't-
did some soap
I
opera
didn't see
shit
the
on
movie,
that
so
one.
I'm not going to
Yeah, I
spoil
didn't
it.
either.
But the commercial kind of
Yeah, she died in like the other
yeah.
ones.
But
Now
it was
suddenly
one of those,
she's
you know,
she's back.
You know, they brought her underground, and so they faked her death, and you
It's
know,
serious in this car business world.
yeah, right.
You gotta fake someone's death.
And I guess apparently, I mean, I didn't see the movie, and once again, no spoilers, but
There's like a tank at one point.
But get this, the tank, it's supposed to be a fast tank. Like, it's supposed to be a
Right.
tank that
Yeah, it
goes
wasn't one of
100
those
miles an hour or something like that.
Because that's realistic.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, we got movies with aliens and stuff
See
like
how
that.
much
so-
gas that thing goes through.
Yeah. You know, if you got movies with dragons and fucking
Right,
elves and
yeah.
shit, I guess you can have a tank that
Vampires and
goes...
werewolves.
Yeah.
We'll accept it.
Yeah, I mean, I just, it's one thing, okay, you can roll your eyes, oh, okay, another movie, but let them do what they're
Diesel's
doing. It's not
working.
hurting you. You know,
And
Vin Diesel's a
Hangover
nerd.
3 came in second. Still
Wow.
making big money though.
Holy
I thought
shit.
that was gonna beat it.
I thought Hangover 3 would be...
I guess
dominating.
I didn't see it, but somebody said like do not leave. They're kind of doing like what the Avengers do and all that. Like way after the credits, they have a scene.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't think it's leading into a sequel. I think it's just really funny.
I-
Everybody says it's the best scene you'll ever see, but you have to. It's at the
yeah, honestly...
end of the credits, so
Hangover
don't
2
leave. Yeah.
For Hangover 2, because to be honest with you, I saw Hangover 1, but I don't remember if they did it during the credits. But Hangover 2, during the credits,
They do the
They
photos.
had photos.
Yeah, they did that one.
did it in part
That's
one.
their thing.
Oh.
That's like their thing. So I'm sure they'll do it in 3.
During the credits of part 2, all those pictures, in my opinion, were funnier than the fucking
Oh
movie.
yeah, that's how 1 was.
I was
Yeah.
I was watching the credits.
That's what I wait for. Is the
yeah, I almost fell out of my chair laughing
That's so
so
funny.
hard at
when there's like cocaine everywhere, like on his
Yeah.
face, and he's got that finger up his nose, that broken finger.
you know, and then you know, because these movies, R-rated movies, I think you can show like one dick or whatever, and they have like the transvestite or the transsexual, you know, the Thai hooker or whatever that, and his dick is out. Like, it's such a like holy shit moment that it's like, you know, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
no, that's like
dicks
their
are
thing
funny.
is the photo with it. But I guess after the credits, after all that, there's
Oh, even
another
after?
scene.
Ah,
So it's not just the photos.
okay.
So I don't know what the scene. I just was told like don't leave the theater because there's a great scene at
So
the.
don't leave the theater, people.
So really, with these Hangover movies, it's the ending we're all waiting for.
Yeah, I guess just roll the show us the credits.
Who cares
I'll
about
pay
the hour and a
$8 to
half?
see
Just go to the end.
Yeah. Okay. Zach Galifianakis says something stupid.
I'm
Ed
sure
Helms
something
screams.
dies, some animal or something.
Bradley Cooper combs his hair.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then-
The other one's in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, the other guy.
The other
That's
guy.
like everyone else's career has taken off.
He's the
Everybody
other
knows
guy.
everybody else's name.
What's it? Jason Bartha, that's it.
Yeah.
He's the other guy.
You put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you that fucking name.
And what's his name's in it? Leslie Chow.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Kim Jong or something?
Oh, Kim. Yeah, Kim Young.
Kim Young. I don't
Something
know.
like that, yeah.
I
I'm
apologize for the
An Asian
pronunciation.
gentleman from.
But everybody knows Leslie Chow.
And he was. Now I was watching, and I haven't got a chance to actually watch it, but the new season of Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, I heard like there was.
It was 3:00 in the morning Eastern Standard Time,
Yeah.
so midnight in California.
Okay.
They've released all the episodes at once.
I don't know. So you
I'm
didn't see it
getting
yet?
I'm getting mixed reviews. Some of them.
I heard there was like a watermark, and people were like, "Oh my god, is that?" Like people were like flipping out, but they're like, "It's supposed to be there." I don't know if it's like one scene where it's at, like in the beginning, or if it's throughout the whole thing. Because the joke is that they stole all this footage from Fox, and then they're putting it up. That was because like people were like, "Oh my god!" Like that's what I read on like the thing, and somebody was like, "And these people vote. They didn't get the joke." Like, and other people are like, "We got the joke." Like it was probably said or something. But so I don't know if it's like one scene in the beginning where there's a watermark
okay.
or whatever.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah, but people were like freaking out. Like, is it supposed to be like that? And it's like, relax. Clearly, it went over your head.
And this weekend though, they IFC.
Yeah.
kinda
They had
had,
I did
like,
watch that.
The count is the final countdown.
Yeah, the
or
final
whatever.
countdown is what they call it.
And I was watching an old episode,
watched some of
and the reason I brought it up was seeing Ed Helms.
Oh, yeah.
and, young Ed Helms.
It's funny to see
holy
everybody
shit.
young. It's weird. It's like,
Yeah, like all these, and then
like a double take.
I'm such a nerd. Like I'm pointing everything out. Like, there's, that guy's from the Upright Citizens Brigade, and that
Right.
I think that's Chris Farley's brother. And, so it's like,
It's funny to see them all in that.
Yeah, like when you see people before they were famous,
Before,
and then
yeah.
you see their fame, then you see them now, like, oh shit, that like when I saw Ed Helms, I'm like, oh my god, And then it's weird that seeing Portia de Rossi, who in the show her husband's gay and she doesn't know it, but then she's in a lesbian relationship with Ellen, and they're still together,
Right.
So it's kind of
Tobias Funke.
yeah, I blew myself. And I don't. It's one of those things where like I like the show, but then when I see when other people like it, it kind
right.
of gets me mad. Like
It's like I just
you're
want
a
my own
fucking
little
idiot.
thing.
You
don't get it.
You can't tell me you like the show
Because I like it and you don't get it.
You're a dummy.
So that's that.
So it's kind of like I watch it, but it kind of like I laugh, but then I also get angry at the same time. If that makes any sense.
He's such a mix of emotions. Have you ever used that Kama Sutra pleasure bomb, Jill? I think it's supposed to make you last longer.
No,
I think it's been on the. It's
I mean, there is like
been on there
desensitizing
for-
cream. There's one Oragel.
oh yeah.
There's Oragel with people put on their gums and stuff like that to
yeah.
kind of numb your gums from.
This is for the man's penis.
Well, you can go. I mean, you'd be
Yeah, there's a
embarrassed to buy
bunch of
Kama
stuff
Sutra, but I mean, if you want, you could just go to your local pharmacy and
I know,
buy
right?
Oragel, and
this-
it.
Yeah, you
in
can,
theory, it's the same
shit.
thing.
It's just not in a pretty bottle. Well, this has been on the shelves for years. An MMA fighter, Waylon Lowe, no idea who he is. He's suing Kama Sutra for $50,000.
Okay.
Because he got this gel, put it on, and then wore a condom too. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that was in the story. And then was banging his fiance, and their baby started crying. So he got up there. How awkward. Gotta go check on the baby. So he gets up to check the baby, feels this excruciating pain, and noticed it was like it was swollen. So now he has lost all function. He can't ejaculate. There's nerve damage.
Oh, then
Yeah.
that's something that's stronger than fucking Oragel. Oh shit.
But it's been on they said like Kama Sutra like made a statement like this has been on the shelves for like I think like 12 or so years. They're like, and we haven't really experienced this.
Wow.
So I don't know.
Maybe that's
like numbness, like he couldn't feel anything. He's lost all sensation. How shitty for one night of pleasure.
that's
$50K. I'd want to. Yeah, so he went to the hospital.
50,000. You
I
think
want like a new penis. I want.
50 million? Yeah.
He's an MMA fighter
He's
too.
an MMA
Poor
fighter,
guy.
and it's damaging your image. I mean, of course, he's the one that put that shit out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It destroy his marriage. He can't get it up anymore. Well, I guess
Can't ejaculate either.
Oh my
like
God.
that did some shit to it.
I would beat the shit. That would get me into fucking beating people with my fists.
Like
also,
that
if I couldn't come.
Clearly did something. Just can't. I won't go. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. I don't know. Maybe he just had. Maybe it was because he used a Trojan Magnum. Maybe it was the condom. Maybe it had some gel in it.
Well, I mean, they do have condoms
ones
that
with
lubricated with
something,
desensitizing
yeah.
cream, but
Maybe it was double desensitized.
I know it sounds like whatever, Orajel it's the same fucking thing. You just use it, and even then, and then there's guys. Oh, if you put Coke on the head of your dick, it's supposed to like numb your dick, and then this is bullshit. And with Coke on your dick, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Cordero Ulloa, co-founder of the Live and Lame Podcast Network. Before you start this LLPN podcast, I wanted to show you listeners out there what else we have to offer here on the network. If TV and movies tickle your ear pussy, then check out Real Chat with Seth Parker, Alex Chittenden, and Cordero Ulloa. They cover news, casting rumors, trailers, and reviews, all with the excitement you'd expect out of a bunch of pop culture nerds. Just visit www.watchsomething.podbean.com. You can also get to know Chris Colon and Kristen Montrolo as they get to know each other on Two Strangers, One Podcast. Listen as these guys talk about celebrity gossip and reality TV, as well as interviews with George Christic, the creator of popular Disney cartoon Megas XLR, and Mike Zapsik and Ming Chen of AMC's Comic Book Men. Look for them at www.twostrangersonepodcast.com. If music is what you're looking for, check out The Breakdown, which features members of the Live and Lame Podcast Network talking about the artists, the tunes, and the albums that they enjoy and grew up with. You can check that out at www.rockhardpodharder.podbean.com. Interested in astrology, numerology? Join Joey Fox, Carrie Fox, and Foxy D in the Fox Den, where they talk about life, kids, and family, all infused with the brand of humor you've come to expect from us here at the LLPN. Enter the Fox Den at www.thefoxden.podbean.com. And last but not least, check out the granddaddy that started it all, Livin' Lame, featuring Dwight Graham, Cordero Ulloa, Joey and Carrie Fox, Seth Parker, Nick Doty, and Megan Phelps. Join the Lames every week as they talk about whatever the hell they want, from comics, games, and headlines to weekly segments such as Lame of the Week, Nude News featuring Mike Hawk, and FML with Seth Parker and Megan Phelps. You can prowl the lameness of the interwebs with the Lames at www.liveandlame.podbean.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at @liveandlame. You can find all of our podcasts on iTunes and Stitcher Internet Radio, which is a free app available to both Android and iOS users. You can also listen through your standard phone browser by adding /mobile to the end of any of our URLs. You can also find and like the pages for all of our podcasts on Facebook, as well as the Live and Lame Podcast Network page, which is the headquarters for all the Live and Lame Network podcasts on Facebook. Please don't forget to hover over the like button and click show news feed so you can see all of our updates. All of us here at the network would like to thank you for your continued listenership. Now please enjoy this Live and Lame Podcast Network podcast.
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. Pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-n-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com.
And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
Coke
And
dick.
we're back.
We're back with
Coke dick. Well, I mean, I've never ever in my life.
Oh yeah, college people did that.
No, but I'm saying, I
Stories.
mean, I never did Coke, so I can't say.
I've heard stories of that.
I wonder if you've never done Coke.
I don't know if it's worked. I've never heard the guys
and you do
being
Coke
like,
dick. Does that count as doing Coke? But I've never. No, seriously, I never. But yeah,
I've your local origin.
I've heard, but it's. I mean, like. It's one like Orajel. At least that's a company, and like I can sue them for a lot more than $50,000. I'm not
Kama Sutra.
Whatever. China White on my dick. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you're putting in your body now. I could do without my lungs. My
I
dick,
wouldn't
though.
want to mess with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
plus,
don't
like,
know, especially like
and just
your guys and your
just
wieners.
do the I mean, okay, other than Orgel, I mean, I made a joke, but I'm just, I mean, there's the joke, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
what's that one?
No, when you don't want to come,
Oh,
you put dead puppies and grandma and baseball.
Start thinking about.
You think about
if you want to last longer, you can mentally do.
And then plus, I mean, that's kind of like
baseball.
For alpha male macho MMA types. You would think, okay, yeah, you're such a macho man that you come and then you could just, give it a minute and get it up again and fuck her harder. You know what I'm saying? Like,
clearly you had an issue.
Clearly, yeah, you have to delay. What the fuck are you delaying? And actually,
What are you delaying?
And it's funny that I just popped in my head because the one that I grew up knowing was called Mandalay.
That's pretty.
Like man delay, but Mandalay is the word, and so they called it Mandalay to play off that. So that was the one that.
That was the big one
I was familiar with growing up, and like I said, once again, it was basically just Orgel. But like I said, I mean, just
do it. Just raw dog it.
No, but not raw dog it. But I mean, think about baseball and don't fucking come. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course,
control yourselves.
It's because if you're not feeling anything, you're not gonna come. But then I've noticed that I kind of if I don't come, there's a fucking problem.
You want to get that looked at then.
Yeah, because if you got and I think I've mentioned this before. Blue balls. When a guy gets blue balls, it is the worst.
Does it actually turn blue?
I wouldn't know, but you can't walk. It is.
Oh, yeah,
it is just.
It
is just as bad as getting
nailed?
kicked in the balls. Are you getting ready to cut out or?
No, I got a couple minutes.
Now, I guess since we're talking about sex organs,
sex organs.
Well, I mean, it's Angelina Jolie.
She got her sex organ. That's not really.
Okay. Let me just make sure if I understand this correctly. She got tested.
There's a gene.
Breast cancer.
There's a certain gene that you can test for.
And I believe she lost her mother to breast cancer.
Yeah, and I think her aunt recently. Like, it clearly runs in her family.
And so she said, okay, she
tested positive for that
She
gene.
said, just right now, before they even diagnosed anything, get a double mastectomy, cut off both her breasts. But then she got implants. Like they cut off.
Did she?
Yeah, I
just heard the double mastectomy.
Yeah, because
and then she got.
I've seen. I mean, there's and especially now, there's kind of like a picture recently on Facebook where there was like a woman who got a double mastectomy. And then, after it all healed up, she actually got a tattooed bra on her. Like it was, I mean, it's all flowers and stuff like that, and it's the shape of what a bra. Because then I guess she could never, get in trouble for being outside without her shirt on because there's already something.
She's got something covering it.
It's all decorative.
Like those people that paint their bodies naked and walk around.
Yeah,
like it's art.
Well, I think in New York City, a woman. It's not breaking the law if a woman walks around topless.
Oh,
it's like a.
So I'm gonna start doing this.
It's like a legitimate law. But
I'm surprised you don't see too many doing that.
But it's like, okay, and it's I have a mixed feeling about this because of course I do feel bad for people that have been affected by cancer and breast cancer, and I understand it's a very serious issue. But I think it's one extreme to actually go through the mastectomy,
the whole thing,
because and Angelina Jolie hasn't. I know. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. I'm not saying she hasn't been exactly the picture of mental health.
Oh, right? Yeah, like this.
And
same. I don't know how to word it.
Yeah, vials of blood and
remember that shit when she was all weird.
Yeah, and it's like and she has all these funky tattoos, and dating Billy Bob Thornton. That's just crazy enough. And what was the other thing? I mean, I hate to say, of course she's doing a wonderful thing, but you're adopting all these fucking kids. I don't know, she's doing good stuff, so I don't want to put her down, but it just seems like there's something off fucking center about her. And then plus,
so what size implants did she get?
No, I think she got them replaced.
Just the same,
like a natural. I mean, and it's funny because you don't think. I'm more attracted to her. Like I remember her in Tomb Raider or even the movie Wanted, where she was busty in those movies. Gia, the first movie she got famous where she's naked.
I never saw the one, but that was her first movie.
You never saw
right?
Gia?
No.
Oh my god. Oh, it's. I mean, well,
I'm a girl, so
it's a
I might.
fest. I mean, the women find her attractive. She's naked the whole fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a horrible, tragic story, but. like for someone like if I just think if it wasn't Angelina Jolie, like they would be going through counseling and stuff like that because I mean there is like a medical condition, a mental disorder where there's people who want like their legs cut off and cut off. And I don't want to I don't want to downplay it. I mean, I understand the whole breast cancer thing, but she had her breast cut off, and it's one of those things where she took a proactive move, even though it's a little weird. And I mean, I know people throw the word hero around, and
she's being praised for this.
And I don't want to take any of her thunder away. Not that it really matters what the fuck I say, but it just like. But then on top of everything,
now we're gonna have a lot of people cutting their tits off.
Yeah, and then you
see you guys.
It's a trend.
Next, you're gonna have guys cutting their testicles off so they don't get testicular cancer.
But it's
just wait for it.
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
And it came out of nowhere. Like she got it done like 3 months ago or something.
Yeah, and her, I mean. She has the money to do it, but it just, it like, I don't want to put her down for the, she does good stuff, but she's not fucking right in the head. I don't know.
She's different.
I want to proactively cut my breasts off before I mean, that's like, I don't know. It sounds weird. I mean, it's like, it's like,
saying it out loud, this doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I don't think she said it out loud.
Yeah. It's like, but I mean, obviously doctors had to consult her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course it was celebrity doctors. I mean, because any other person, if you want something like that done, you would have to go to like counseling.
Yeah, you got to go through a whole process.
There are people who like legitimately have to have like limbs taken out, like people with diabetes, stuff like that. You have what they call phantom limb, phantom pain, where someone
it's not there,
has their hand cut off, and they can still kind of in their mind feel like their fingers move and stuff. And, I'm pretty sure, and especially like the breasts, there is a psychological like breast define a woman kind of a deal, what I'm saying? So if you cut off the breasts,
You're saying she's not a woman?
No. I'm saying in your own head, you know what I'm saying? And especially that she's such a feminist, quote unquote, feminist icon and woman power, and then she's cutting off one of the things that makes her, I don't know.
But she put them in again.
And then she put them back in. But then that's kind of like, I mean, I appreciate the quote unquote being a hero, but then it's like, you cheated.
Oh my God. Like, can the cancer form around that? Like your implant?
I
guess there's all the tissues out. Yeah.
But like, I don't know, maybe if I had breasts, I mean, I know men get them, but also, and I don't want to downplay the cancer issue, but like, it just kind of like, if you got, you should have like maybe gone a year, go a year, after the mastectomy, and then get the implants, like to kind of
it was all done in one surgery.
Yeah. I mean, once again, you have a Hollywood celebrity, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't, it's
weird.
Something
it's
way
different.
off center. You know what I'm saying? And and here's a woman who adopts kids and donates to Darfur and all that stuff. And here I am talking about her
talking shit about her.
Why would you cut off your tits and then get implants? But
Chris is just bashing her.
I just don't know how to feel about that. Like,
busted tit.
Yeah, I want to give her props, but I also
But you also don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Can you be for another 5 minutes, or are you really?
No, I kind of gotta go. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna wrap this episode up. I'm gonna come back with all our plugs. We certainly hope you guys enjoyed listening, had as much fun as we did recording. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris,
and I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia is spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women, Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea,
Yeah, it
man.
is.
Look at her. Fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show, I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin, that's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it, that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I
and
will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.